Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is today's question. I'm currently interning and I'm trying my best to market myself within the practice I work in to reach my hours. I got a psychology today, but I'm wondering if you had any suggestions on how to market myself as an intern. So first, I'd like to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring Ask Allison. They are the #1 rated electronic health record system available today. With live telephone support 7 days a week, it's clear why Therapy Notes is rated 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and has a 5-star rating on Google. Therapy Notes makes billing, scheduling, note-taking, and telehealth incredibly easy. And for all you prescribers out there, they also offer e-prescribe. If you're coming from another EHR, Therapy Notes makes that transition incredibly easy, importing your demographic data free of charge so you can get going right away. Find out what more than 100,000 mental health professionals already know. Use promo code ABUNDANT at therapynotes.com for 2 free months. All right, so quick translation, since it's different in each state and with different licenses. This person is what some states call pre-licensed or associate licensed. They're in a few states and some licenses, this stage of therapist is called intern, but this person's out of grad school. They're working to get the number of supervised hours required for full licensure. Okay, done. So I don't want you to market yourself differently than I would want you to market yourself if you're fully licensed. I want it to be the same. So aside from any board requirements, sometimes they want you to list on your marketing materials or website who your supervisor is, your associate license number, that kind of state. That varies by state and license. So that's on you to look up where you live. But my advice is going to apply or not apply depending on what the group practice owner is open to you doing in the practice you're in. So for anybody listening, whether you're an associate license in / intern or you're fully licensed, same steps. Number 1, get really clear on your niche. Don't worry, you can change it later, but do your absolute best to hone in on a clear ideal client. If you can have your own website that links to the group practice website, or if you can create a specialty page and your own About Me within the practice's website, I want you to do that. I want your specialty page to focus exclusively on the problems of your niche population and your About Me to be about them, or at least the things that they care about knowing about you, which isn't your resume. Our clients don't really care about our resumes for the most part. We have templates for website copy in the Abundance Party. If you're looking for direction, just send me a message and I'll get that link and a coupon for you. So next, I would network with people within the community. You can meet other people within your niche. Consider serving on boards related to your niche. In this process, you might be offered jobs, just so you know. Depending on this group practice and how it feels, that might be a great thing to have another opportunity. If your ultimate goal is private practice, it's good to keep that in mind in terms of like shifts and changes. But networking can be incredibly powerful at this stage. Well, all stages really, but especially now if you're looking for a different setup. And the Abundance Party also teaches you how to network if you need help there. I want you to hone your clinical skills. If your group private practice pays for CEs, by all means, go to all the trainings that you know are going to benefit you and your clientele. Hopefully your supervisor there is really skilled and is like, has a heart for supervision and isn't just somebody who's supervising because it was assigned to them. If you plan to use social media as a marketing tool, you can go ahead and get that going. Build an audience there, share your blog or your vlog, stay active in your grid and stories. Don't be shy. Some of the therapists with the biggest audiences aren't even in their own practice, which I didn't realize until recently. So you've probably heard me say this before, but if you did not plan on using social, if you do not want to use social, you absolutely don't have to. Most therapists who use social for business don't get clients from it. So make sure if you do choose social, you are using marketing best practices so it actually works. Lastly, I am of the very strong opinion, and maybe that fed into the whole you might get job interviews thing, but of the very strong opinion that it is your group practice's job to fill your practice, not yours. I don't think that therapists working in group practices at any level should be responsible for filling their caseload. Maybe some light networking or maybe writing a blog post or things like that, but you should be paid for your time doing those things. If you are in a state and you have a license that allows you to be in your own practice with supervision, I'd recommend finding an amazing supervisor, paying them out of pocket, but far less than the group practices cut, and starting your own practice. If you're responsible for getting your own clients here, you may as well. If you're in a state or a license that doesn't allow that, Then bide your time, make sure the marketing assets that you create while you're working there are yours, like your social media, make sure they're owned by you. Don't do them during the time that you were getting paid by your boss, that kind of thing. Today's free worksheet is why newly licensed clinicians make great private practice therapists. I'm including interns and associates and newly licensed. I'm not talking just about fully licensed folks. And you can get that by sending me the word sheets, as in worksheets. And I'll send you the link to that in all of our free worksheets so that you can kind of dive in. But yeah, there are some nuanced differences because you're working for a group practice and they may not allow you to do some of the marketing. Like on the website, that I would recommend for somebody who had more autonomy. But I think it's worth a conversation and it's worth a shot. They may even pay for you to do the abundance party if it's going to bring clients in. I think that would be good if they're expecting you to bring your own clients. So, all right. I hope that that's helpful. And yeah, send me any questions you guys have by hitting the link in my bio.